At Healthcare Partners Medical Group, our mission is to provide the highest quality of healthcare to each and every patient. With 5 locations in Pahrump, we are local doctors you know and trust. We want to thank you for choosing us. Quality care starts here.
Welcome back. It has been 22 years since the first annual Nevada Silver Tappers Christmas show began. This year, the founder, B.J. Hedrick Irwin, couldn't make the first show of the day, but that didn't stop her from coming to the show later in the evening.
The 22nd annual Nevada Silver Tappers Christmas show was held here Sunday at the Saddle West. We're going to speak to Mitzi and Ione.
Very sorry to say that our executive director will not be with us. She's a little under the weather. So Ione and I are trying to help out in any way that we can.
That's B.J. Hedrick Irwin. This is the first time that she's missed this. I bet she's real upset about that.
So are we.
Yes.
Yeah, this is the first time in 22 years that she's ever missed this. And you know, she's our leader, she's our mentor, she's just the woman that we all love dearly, and we're all praying for her.
And we will be doing this show for her.
Yes, it will be dedicated to her.
Wonderful. And what are we going to be seeing tonight? A little bit of a taste of that.
Well, if we don't have anybody else get sick, we've had a few cancellations, but we have a ventriloquist, or no, the ventriloquist is one that's sick, I'm sorry. But we have 2 of our, I think it's this year's Miss Pahrump and last year's, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. They're going to be singing for us tonight. We have our beginners. It's going to be their first time on stage.
For the children's choir.
Yes, we have the 4-H'ers.
Yes.
Yeah, the Stars and Starlets, and they do the 12 Days of Christmas, and they do a little clogging.
And the Tappers are going to introduce a new number tonight. As we
number and some new costumes, I hear.
Yes, that's right. So that's what we'll be opening the show with.
Is that what you guys are wearing right now?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
That's the dream of man for the scene, where the feeling is real, that's entertainment.
So, and this is all to benefit?
This will benefit Food for Thought, Path of Hope, right, and the teachers, yes, absolutely. And we should have 2 of our principals here today, besides representatives from both of those organizations.
And as usual, a packed house.
A packed house.
Yes, absolutely. You can see that here.
Our community supports our charitable choices, and we're so grateful for that.
We wish the best to B.J. Hedrick Irwin, who couldn't attend this performance. This is Deanna ODonnell for News 46. The Pahrump Valley Speedway Awards Banquet was held last Saturday night at El Jefe's restaurant.
We gave a lot of awards and a lot of prizes away tonight. We had a good time. Everybody had a good meal. We just had an awesome time tonight. It was good time tonight.
You talked about some changes during the ceremony a couple times, letting the drivers know that there's going to be a little bit of some changes for next season.
Right, we're changing some of the rules in some of the classes. We also eliminated 2 of our classes. We no longer have the Pro Stock division or the Sport Mod division. We have come out with a new class. It's called the Hobby Stocks. And that hobby stock class will be taken over pretty much the West Coast. It's really doing good in other tracks. So we're going to have it here for next year.
A little bit of a longer season coming up next year too as well.
No, the season's the same length. We're going from February till November like we always do. Now, the only thing we've added 1 extra race, but that's for after the Duel in the Desert. We're going to try to get 100 plus modifieds right here on the Pahrump track.
Wow. So how overall do you think the season went?
The season went over good. We didn't have the fans and the car count as quite as much, but we've also had a lot of drivers move out of town. So, but we think next year will be good. We'll have a good season.
And so when does the season start for all the fans?
February 2nd we start. We'll start up. It start at 1 o'clock. So we'll have a couple of months off now, let everybody get their motors refreshed, and the drivers can come out with fresh cars.
A fun night here at the awards banquet at El Jefe, and a little bit of the fun with the passing the gifts as usual, like you guys do. That was a lot of fun. People trading the gift that they won for a different gift.
Yeah, it was kind of neat. You know, draw out a raffle ticket. Whoever got the prize, if they want to keep the prize they won, they could, or they could go trade it for one of the other gifts that was given away earlier.
And the tires were popular.
Oh, the tires were popular, and the helmets were really good success this year.
5, 1, 2, 5.
That's what I need. That's my color. I'm changing.
A lot of good sponsors for those.
Yes, there was. We had Mark Allison with K&N Oil Filters helped us with the trophies this year, but most of everything else come right from the Pahrump Valley Speedway this year.
And Hoosiers is helping with the Pahrump Valley Speedway now.
Yeah, Hoosier is actually come out, donated a tire for us this year and some hats and some banners and stuff, so hopefully we can get some of these other places to come on board. We only had 3 or 4 sponsors for the whole entire year for the racetrack. But again, you know, we're trying to keep the sponsorship going because that's what keeps the track going.
For the schedules and more information on Pahrump Valley Speedway?
PahrumpValleySpeedway.com. They can go there and get all the information, all the changes, phone numbers, and check us out.
And the busy holiday cooking season is upon us. Are your appliances ready to work overtime? In today's Angie's List report, how to prevent appliance repair from topping your holiday wish list.
According to a nationwide Angies List poll, more than 40% of respondents say they'll host holiday dinners this year, putting their ovens, refrigerators, and garbage disposals to the test.
When it comes to appliances, homeowners oftentimes take them for granted. We don't take proper care of them and then are disappointed when they don't work right. We overstuff our freezer so proper airflow can't get through, or we overload our dishwasher so it doesn't even have a prayer of being able to get the dishes clean.
11% of the poll respondents said they've had an appliance die in the midst of preparing a special meal.
Ovens, people that haven't tried their ovens for, say, a month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months. The day before Thanksgiving, they want to cook a turkey and their oven doesn't work, so we get emergency calls all the time.
If you're going to be hosting dinner over the holiday season, be sure to do a test run before the big day. Do it at least 2 weeks ahead of time. Cook a nice meal, make sure the oven's working properly, because the last thing you want to do when guests are there is serve them frozen turkey.
Your refrigerator runs 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, so simple maintenance is key.
The only thing really you can do, besides wiping it down, keeping it clean, your kick plate down here, you can pull it off. If you have coils underneath there, you can vacuum them and keep them clean. Some are on the back, behind the back panel. You'd have to pull out and take the back panel off, do some cleaning there, but to make sure you unplug it when you do that. If they're on the back wall, the condenser coils on the back wall, just dust them off. That's all you got to do.
Your dishwasher will also be working overtime this holiday season.
As far as dishwashers, that's one of the biggest problems we have, especially during the holiday season. You've got a house full of people coming over. People tend to just take their plates and wipe them off into the dishwasher, or just throw them in the dishwasher. We literally see people with steak bones, chicken bones and stuff inside their dishwashers when we're in their homes. And then the people say, well, they told us there was a disposal in there that'll chop up the food. Not true, really. There is a lot of the dishwashers have a chopping blade in there, which will chop up small pieces, corn, beans, things like that. You're going to end up ruining that chopping blade and then calling us because of a clog, and then you got a repair bill on your hands. So clean the plates off in your disposal, or get the paper plates out.
Home appliances are expensive, and you want to ensure the company you hire is reputable and has the skills required to complete the fix in a timely and efficient manner.
A basic service call on appliance is going to cost anywhere from $60 to $100. Keep in mind that does not include parts and labor. That will be added on to the bill, but a lot of times you're going to get a credit back for that service call fee. Sometimes people think, wow, do I want to spend that kind of money? But when compared to the amount of money it would cost to replace that appliance, it can be money well spent.
Here's what you shouldn't do before the holidays. Run your oven's self-cleaning cycle. According to Angie's List, self-cleaning cycles cause the oven to run at extremely high temperatures, which could cause them to fail. Another way to keep your oven clean, wipe it down after each use with soap and water.
And Commissioner Gary Hollis is looking for some elves to help him with some bikes he's donating to the boys and girls throughout the town of Pahrump.
Geneva and I collect bicycles to give to Toys for Tot, so they can give it to needy kids for Christmas. And a lot of them go to the Indian reservations in Nevada and Southern California.
So where are you getting the bikes from?
There's a lot of people that's donated them. I have gotten several from the evidence locker and the Las Vegas Police Department. John Che, the landfill, they take the bikes out, and the ones that I can fix, I fix, and the ones I can't, I use them for parts.
Can the public get involved in this, donating or helping out with the parts?
Well, right now I got more bikes than I can fix. I mean, in the last week I've got 40 bikes, and it's going to take everything I've got to get those ready for this Christmas. Next year I'll be a little bit more able to do more with the volunteers if I get a volunteer program going to help me.
Can people volunteer?
Sure. Just give me a call at 727-1794 and we'll drop off some bicycles so you can fix them up.
If people are in need of a bike for the Christmas year, for the Christmas season, can they call you too as well?
Yes.
Same number?
Yes.
And here's your news across Nevada with Deanna O'Donnell.
The U.S. Small Business Administration is offering low-interest working capital federal loans to small businesses economically impacted by the severe thunderstorm and flash floodings that occurred in Clark County on September 11th, 2012. The disaster declaration makes SBA assistance available in Clark, Lincoln, and Nye counties in Nevada, Mojave County in Arizona, and Inyo and San Bernardino counties in California. Small non-farm businesses, small agricultural cooperatives, small businesses engaged in aquaculture, and most private nonprofit organizations of any size may qualify for economic injury disaster loans of up to $2 million to help meet financial obligations and operating expenses which could have been met had the disaster not occurred. These loans have an interest rate of 4% for small businesses and 3% for private nonprofit organizations with terms up to 30 years and are restricted to small businesses without the financial ability to offset the adverse impact without hardship. Applicants may apply online using the SBA's secure website at disasterloan.sba.gov/ELA. Nevada businesses on average will pay $77 more per employee in state unemployment insurance taxes next year to try to shore up the state's jobless benefits trust fund that was exhausted during the Great Recession as a record number of workers lost their jobs. The Employment Security adopted a new average tax rate of 2.25% on the first $26,900 of an employee's wages. The new tax rate hikes take effect January 1st and amounts to a 12.5% increase under a formula used to calculate the tax. Nevada's unemployment insurance trust account had a healthy surplus before the recession, but with record unemployment, Nevada has been borrowing money from the federal government to pay jobless claims and owes the government $676 million. The Federal Election Commission says Sharon Engel's campaign didn't properly report hundreds of thousands of dollars in campaign contributions or $2.3 million in debts during her failed 2010 U.S. Senate bid in Nevada. Apparently, Engel's campaign failed to file or timely report 169 contributions totaling $243,750. The FEC noted Engel's campaign amended disclosure reports to materially correct the reporting of debts and obligations in response to interim findings by auditors. The commission could pursue an enforcement action under a separate proceeding. Engel won a crowded Republican primary field, but lost in the November 2010 general election to Democrat Senate Majority Leader Harry Reid. I'm Deanna O'Donnell. That's your news across Nevada.
We'll be right back right after this.